Welcome back to What My Dad Does. This is part 3 of a beginner's guide to decorating, and today we're talking about decorators caulk. So, firstly, why would we use decorators caulk rather than filler? Well, really, you want to use decorators caulk wherever you're going to get some sort of movement. So, on this timber, for example, if I had a hole in that, I would probably fill it, definitely fill it. Where I'm going between a wall that's not going to move and a bit of timber that probably is going to move slightly, I'm going to put decorators caulk down there just so it can move very slightly. The idea is it's a flexible filler. I want to make a very clear distinction here, though, between decorators caulk and the other flexible filler, which is silicone or mastic, that sort of base product. They're two totally different things. If I was going to mastic that, I would give a 45-degree fillet. I'd be going over the wall and the timber, 45 degrees, right the way down. This is not that. This is a filler. So all I want it really is in that gap. I know, see a lot of decorators, and they use their finger, they splurge it right the way down there, walk away, paint over it. But there's two problems with that. One, when you use your finger like that, you're taking a nice, crisp 90-degree corner and rounding it off. It doesn't look anywhere near as nice. If you can get your timber nice and sharp, all your corners nice and sharp, it looks so much better. Secondly, when you come to rub this bit of timber down, if you've put your flexible filler all the way over it, it starts to destroy the flexible filler and catches it and picks bit off and bits flake off, and it looks really horrible. Thirdly, as well, if you're doing it around a window, which we had here, the previous decorator has splurged it all around the wall and the window to close any little gap. But of course, he doesn't paint the bit on the window because it's a UPVC window. So you can't see it initially because it's white. So you can't really see that. But what happens is it stays very slightly tacky and then it attracts dirt. And then it becomes a dirty line all around the window. And somebody has to come along behind you, that would be me, and scrape it all off the window, which is a horrible, tedious job. So I make sure this just ends up in that hole. Now, the problem with that is this flexible filler, I find, shrinks a lot. So on a big hole, this isn't a big hole, but on a big gap, if you put a lot in there, it's going to shrink back, and I'll probably end up doing it twice. But I'd rather do it twice and just have that hole filled than have it splurged everywhere. So what I'll do, I will take my flexible filler in my mastic gun or skeleton gun or whatever you want to call it, and I will just literally run a small bead down, try and get it as much into that gap as possible. I hope you can see that. I'll then take a filler knife, just dipped in a bit of water, and I will scrape off whatever I can. And I'll actually then use a wet cloth and go over it and wipe it off of everything. Now that has perfectly filled that gap nice and quickly. But as I say, it may well shrink back, which is fine. I'll just do it a second time. It's not a problem. But there's now nothing on the timber or on the wall, which is exactly what I want for the reasons I stated. So I will do this now between the skirting and the wall, any architraves and the wall, maybe the window board. This window board's okay, but sometimes the window board. Anywhere where you've got something that's going to move and something that's not going to, so you get that little flexible play there. Anyway, I hope that helps. I hope that's explained that clearly enough. Any questions, please leave me a comment. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.